It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the dynamic Michael Penix Jr. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Panthers and the Falcons. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Hey, football fans, glad to have you all with us early in this NFL season. It's Kate Scott and Brock Heward with you, and we've got a couple of teams here, Brock, on much different trajectories here early in the opening third of this calendar.
Yeah, but we're a part of the season, and you know this, partner. The records could still be deceiving, right? So don't look at that win-loss column and immediately say this one's a landslide. Some teams start a little slow before they surge. Some start fast, have some injuries, and we know what happens over a long season. But that picture, it's going to become a... clear today.
Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And we're off and running from Charlotte. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. They're brought out by a former first-rounder now in his fourth NFL season. From Alabama, Mac Jones.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here we go. Right to the air. It's Jones. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. He landed Roberts coming over for the hit. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Jones. He's taken down. The Panthers rush gets home. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send him off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing him up with a sack, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He has it at the 33. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here come the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the 8th pick in the draft. The lefty who led your alma mater, Washington, to the national championship game, Brock, Michael Penix Jr.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. There's certainly some momentum to build on today.
Moore's got it. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They go play action. Here's Penix. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go, set. Roll, roll, roll.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackle made by Jaron Reed. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Second and 6 coming up here.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Penix to throw. On the move, headed right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. A gain of 27 yards there. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Go.
Jones has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Wallace with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons and Mac Jones ready to take over once more. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. First down throw by Jones. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 6 now. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Bernardo Green with that tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And they had that one contained right at the line. Landon Roberts coming over for the hit. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Working from the gun, here's Jones. Connecting on the slant. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So it's going to be 4th and short.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And there won't be a return on this one. It's out of bounds, and the mark looks to be at about the 16-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix able to get it to Moore. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down carry for Jones. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Bobby Okereke making that stop. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Penix on 3rd down. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Falcons will take over. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
It's taken in by Washington. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Chubb. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. That's Harrison Phillips there for the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. And take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from the score is getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Penix now on 1st down. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate. They doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
They give to Jones, right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Neither side separating much so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. On the ground, 1st run for Ray Davis. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
They are now set for 1st and 10.
Set, go.
From the red zone now. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go, set, go.
Out of the gun, a give to Jones. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They get 2 on the play, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run here with Jones. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Here's Penix. He's on the move. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Michael Penix Jr., the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Deontay Hardy to return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Jones on 1st down. Setting up the screen. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They are running from the gun with Chubb. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Tackled on the play by Cameron Jordan. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Third down, Jones to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. He gets 6 on that play, and it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Short pass brought in. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Landon Roberts coming over for the hit.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Completed over the middle. This is ahead for about 5. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Caught by Washington, left side. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's Chubb up the middle. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 1. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They're set up at the 35 now. Chubb here on 1st down. And that's good for a gain of 5. That's Matthew Judon in on the tackle. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here's 2nd and 5. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. On the shotgun, it's Jones. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? If we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Bertolet able to knock it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Panthers and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
79 Bronco. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Penix here from the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Dragon 60. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Penix working from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Kendricks. And the Falcons take over as he records his 10th career INT. Oh, there he was. A step away from making the post-game highlights you see on the news from going viral. Couldn't quite get there. Now they need to punch this one in to convert the interception into points.
It sure wasn't for lack of effort, though, and nobody in this stadium wanted to touch the pay dirt more than that returner. He did all he could do.
He did.
Sometimes you're just an agonizing step or two away from that kind of glory.
The Falcons ready for their next possession. And this has to be a touchdown, Brock. They're taking the field 1st and goal from the 5.
Omaha, touch.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Omaha, set up.
Chubb does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
3rd and goal. He keeps it left on the option. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways.
Still 3rd down.
So now from a bit further back, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, get set. Here's up.
Jones looking to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Atlanta. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Danny Gray to return it. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing for the pistol, Penix. That's complete, David Njoku. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ready up!
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. The Panthers trying to add to their lead. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Ready! Warriors 70. 70 range, 70 range. Ready, ready.
To the air with Penix. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Set! Cut 19! 19 Lion! 18 Pioneer! Go!
Second and 10, Penix to throw. That one complete to Njoku. And he's out of bounds after a nice pickoff to the 10. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10.
Check go!
Handoff here to Davis. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers grow their lead just before halftime. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers drive their lead to 11. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Hardy on the return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. They've got first down from the 31. Working from the gun, here's Jones. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's taken down. The Panthers rush gets home. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Chubb running out of the gun. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Martin on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Collects this at the 32. And he's brought down before the return gets far. And that punt reaches 50 yards. And it's going to be Panthers football. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Ready, ready. 18 Rockets, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Penix on first down. Catch is made down the right sideline. This play goes for 36. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On first down, here's Penix. That one complete to Hopkins. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Panthers decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Chap 60, chap 60.
They go play action. Here's Penix. Rolling down to his left. Couldn't connect there. Incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Tag. Mustang 19, Buffalo 18. 79 Bronco. Hut, hut.
And again, it's Penix. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Daniel Carlson on for this field goal try. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends their lead to 14.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Hardy on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Bernardo Green with that tackle. So we reached halftime in Charlotte. The hometown fans feeling good. Their Panthers have the lead. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right.
The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here's Jones. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half, and that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Davis. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Here we go.
From the gun, Jones gets it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Penix now on 1st down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for the back that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Stephanie! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Check go!
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Go!
Third down, it's Penix. Jones reels it in. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
60. Panther 11! Panther 11! 19 tight! 19 tight! Ready?
Trying for it with Penix. Throw wheeled in by Njoku. And he won't get there. He's out of bounds short of that 1st down marker. And the defense holds to force a turnover on downs. And he's out of bounds just before the sticks, Brock. And they're going to turn it over on downs.
Omaha, tight!
Second half's going to start with a run by Chubb. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Omaha! Sit high!
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. It's into the hands of Chubb. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Bernardo Green with that tackle.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Jones now on 3rd down. He's throwing deep to the left side. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell at the INT. And the Panthers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envision that as the start of a 2nd half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Come on, set!
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Play brought to an end by Jordan Whitehead. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10 now. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he takes this inside the red zone to the 15 before going out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
From the red zone now. This one's caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Jones. And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Carlson's extra point is good. And the Panthers stretch their lead to 21. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Wallace with a return here. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, get set.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
On the shotgun, it's Jones. It's taken in by Washington. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. They give inside to Chung. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackled by Jack Campbell. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back now, pressure on its way. Hauled in by Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first.
Here we go, get set.
Chubb on the give, headed left. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
They give on 2nd to Benson. He finds space into the red zone. And finally, he's down at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Falcons shrinking the lead some in the third. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand.
So we've got a stoppage now.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Falcons get it back to a 14-point game.
Falcons 17.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. On the return, here's Jones. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Play action, here's Penix. Bails out of the pocket quick. Throwing deep down the left. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And the Falcons get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about